What's going on, Dragon Ballers? Welcome back to another deck profile. Today we're here with Bruce, who was at GenCon, and he got top 16 with yellow Boujack, if you can believe it. This was such a cool thing. I really wanted to get this guy on the channel. Bruce, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good, bud. How about you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It was cool to see you at GenCon. You obviously played a very, very cool leader. Why yellow Boujack?
So, when it comes to the yellow Boujack, my friend told me to play it when 6-6 came out, and I was just having fun with it. Then all of a sudden, all these new support came out, and I was like, no, fuck it. I've been doing a lot of success with it at Chicago. Might as well just keep on playing until it dies. That's mostly it.
Nice. So I think what a lot of people might think is, you're playing a lot of the Boujack cards, which is true. A lot of the Boujack cards are very strong right now, like Violent Rush and stuff like that. But you're playing, the whole Pirate Brigade. So why don't you explain to us what the leader does?
Oh, this is Boujack. He is one of our very unique leader that doesn't have anything to do with Awaken, but he has some pretty unique effects. So his first effect is when you play a Boujack Brigade, you will draw a card and gain +5. His Awaken ability is if you're at 4 or less, you just flip him over. That's it. Nothing to do with anything. However, when he's on the Awaken side, it's the same thing. When you play a Boujack Brigade, you'll draw a card, but no +5. But you get to combo battle cards in rest mode. So that's a pretty unique thing about that. And other than that, for both sides, if you combo 2 battle cards on the field that are Boujack Brigades, you get to KO a rested card.
Yeah, that removal is obviously really, really nice too, I bet.
Oh man, it saved me countless times.
Awesome. All right, let's see the main deck then.
All right, so first things first, we play 4 Beetles. What this card does is Beetle the Space Pirate. When he is played, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and you add any Boujack Brigade cards, even if it's yellow or blue. His second activate main is if you have 5 cards in your drop area that are 1 cost or 2 cost, you get to reshuffle those back into the deck. So
we're not losing to Mill.
Right, definitely not losing to Mill. Our second target is Zangia. We play 3 of this, and what she does is that when she is played, you get to search in your deck for a 1-drop battle card that is a Boujack Brigade. So in other words, you mostly thinning out your deck when you're playing her, just to get out these guys and use it to filter your deck. Her second effect is when you pop her, you can choose a Boujack card and give it critical. Let's see, I'll put this on the side for you guys. With Boujack leaders, we gotta play the 4 negates for it. This one is when you have a multicolor energy, you can play this for 1 and negate the attack. And after that, they will have to mill a card. This card came in so many times when I'm playing against like these crazy decks and I mill their SCR. I'm like, all right, we don't have to worry about that later on in the game.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty nice thing for sure.
All right. One of our MVPs in the deck is Boujack Galactic Disruptor. So what he does is on turn 2, when you have 2 energies, you can discard him to flip your leader over and draw 2. So this is like your Awaken on turn 2 right here. Other than that, he has another activate main is if you have 2 Boujack Brigades on the field, you get to play them for free, which is very crucial actually, because this is one of your main targets to evolve into the big boys.
Yeah, so him and the negate can both be evolved over, right?
Right. Because it has to be at least a 3 cost to evolve to the big Boujack guy, which is Boujack the Plunderer. One of my favorite cards. We play 4 of this because we do want to see this in the game at any time. What he does is when you play him, if you have more than 5 life, you will tap every card down that doesn't have barrier. Your leader, your unison, your energy, your battle card, your field card, whatever. Any card that doesn't have barrier, you will tap it down. His other auto is when they untap a card, any card of the fact. In other words, let's say, for example, their untapped step. You'll draw your card, untap everything. For how many cards they untap that turn, they will have to warp that many cards. And it's continuous every time they untap. So it doesn't matter how they untap. As long as they untap, they warp a card in their hand.
Man, I remember when this card came out and people were really scared of it, and it ended up not doing too much. But now, I mean, this card seems so crazy with how slow the format is. I'm curious though, how do you play against blue? Because obviously this guy doesn't have deflect, right? So, what's your game plan against like a blue deck?
Well, I do have. So I will get to that in a bit, because since I am playing yellow-blue, obviously, all the people out there that have played this for a long time, there's a card in there that will help you with the blue matchup.
Okay.
But let me finish this activate main first.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah. So his activate main is, if I sacrifice a Boujack Brigade, he will gain dual attack. So things like, let's say that I played the Zangia to Beetle combo. I can sacrifice this Beetle, give it dual attack. Oh, camera got fuzzy. Give me 1 second. All right. Then give the Boujack critical. So now he has a dual attack critical battle card. So you're gonna have to watch out for this guy once I play him.
Right.
So, speaking of which, we got the check lands for Boujack Brigades. Everybody should know what it does. Just once you have a Boujack Brigade out there on your energy, you play this as a with no energy exhaust. But there is some times when you're gonna activate his activate battle, whereas if you combo 2 battle cards on from your hand or the battle area, you get to play him for 1 energy for either blue or yellow. Mm-hmm. And after that, when you play him, your evolve costs 1 less. Which is sometimes crucial, especially against the hand destruction matchup when they don't ever attack you. For example, Cell Surge.
Right.
Obviously, we play 4 Fire Rush. Help keeps the engine going, keep going through your deck. Help you protection, things like that. Also a 20k beater.
Yeah, with barrier, definitely not bad. But obviously that card is super strong.
Oh yeah, it's a very strong card. I think the most played colors at GenCon was actually blue-yellow.
Yep.
If I think so.
Yeah, I think that's probably correct.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, we played 4 Zamasu super combos. If you combo it, you get to rest a card or a battle card. Sorry, rest a leader or a battle card.
So how do you like this instead of like Krillin, for example, like drawing cards versus tapping things?
So I prefer playing the most defensive spot, since my tactic of this deck is just like sell, no attacks, just mostly see what they're gonna do, slow it down until I hit turn 4. And for me, I cannot play the Krillin, even though I could, but there's some times in the matchup that I have to charge a blue battle card.
I see.
And it's rough.
Gotcha.
It's really rough. Other than that, since we're talking about that Zamasu, we're talking about the key for that blue matchup that we're talking about earlier. Yeah. The Zamasu, the Eliminator. Mostly since you're playing like a stall matchup, if they play the Unison on turn 3, you're like, yeah, we're not having that, then we rest the card. And since you go through the deck pretty fast, you will be like, hey, we'll play another one, then another one. That's what I did to Anthony Hernandez. Like, didn't let him play his Unisons for 3 turns. He tried playing on turn 3, 4, and 5. But no, we're not having that.
Okay, so this card is probably the best card at Gen Con, honestly. And yeah, that leading you up to your turn 4, then like you get to play your Boujack for free and then evolve and not worry about Unison. That's actually really, really strong.
Right. Such a very valuable card. But yeah, you guys should pick yours up before it goes any higher than it is now.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, our blue packet is 4 of the Beetle the Cruel. What he does is that when you play him, you'll draw a card, then activate battle, pay 1, gain 11. Yeah, 11k. So it'll be at 15k, and let's say that somehow you have another energy. If they attack it, you pay another one. It'll be like at 26k.
Okay.
Just for more defensive play. Other than that, combining with your leader, you'll draw 2. So you just like draw for 1, draw for another one for the leader, things like that.
Right.
We also play 2 Boujack, Rampaging Agent of Destruction. Just for another target. Helps me against aggro matchup a little bit. You play him, you combo him, then at the end of battle you pay 1 and you play him. We'll trigger the leader effect, we'll let you draw a card, and from then on they cannot attack the leader if they're playing with trying to attack with a battle card higher than their energy. That's that for the blue package.
Okay.
Other than that, for the extra cards I play for it, we play 3 Arrival of the Space Parts. What this one does is when you play it, you look at your deck for a 2-cost battle card that has a Bojack Brigade and play it in rest mode. So the main target there is mostly Zangia, which is just in case. Zangia, you play her in rest mode, her effect triggers, then you either search up for this guy, the yellow Bojack, or you're looking for the blue one. With that idea, it's either you want to filter your hand and try and find out resources that you need for your next turn, or you need to have just draw 2 and wait for your Aegis play. Since you can combo cards in rest mode, you can just combo these 2 on the field without wasting hand advantage, pay 1, and play your Violent Rush Bojack.
Oh, that's a pretty awesome play. I like that a lot. That's really good.
Yeah, I did that like most of my games.
Nice. Do you think you want to go to 4 of the extra card, or 3 just because like it'd be too much at 4?
There are some times that I wish I had a 4, but I didn't have it at the time. Really, just a good number, right? It just helps you find out the resources you need. But there's gonna probably do some tweaks later on in the future to probably put it up to 4.
Gotcha.
Yeah. My other extra card I play is the Power of the Super Saiyans.
Of
what
course.
it does, it's a staple for yellow.
Yep.
If you have a mono yellow energy card, you can play this card for free by just since that's the cost, I believe, and you just press down the battle card and draw a card. What people don't figure out is that you draw first, then choose your target.
Yep.
So then you'll get to a certain card that you need in your deck to help you stall 4 per game. Speaking of that card, it is called Poutine, the Dark Sorcerer. Pretty good card if you know your whole deck like loves to tap down cards. I have like a lot of ways to do that, so Poutine is there to help me stall the game a little bit longer if I need to. We play 2 Warcry. Grade 8 Bardock Raiders Warcry. Good defensive play. You pay 2 for it to play him. Once you combo him, then once he comes into play, you rest the card, and he's now a 20k double strike beat stick.
Yeah, of course. Perfect with Aegis. Yep.
We play 1 Champa. Helps out with like just in case they're playing the stall game with me, and if I can hit them down to 2, this is like a good finisher since they will not have a hand by then. Secret Identity Mass Saiyan helps me with board control, because that's the only thing I'm mostly struggled with. Once you start moving your own deck, and I don't have a way to set up, this will help me reset the board a little bit, so I can have a little bit of breathing room. Other than that, same thing with Bergamo. He's gonna be there for mostly since I tap a lot of cards down. This is gonna help me with more aggressive plays, just in case my opponent be like, "Hey, I'm gonna do Sense Beam." I'm like, "Ha ha ha. We're gonna play this. Risk your card. Pay 2. Risk the rest of your energy, so you don't have to go extended on me and try to kill me this turn." And our last is our SER. We play Supreme Kai of Time. What is it? Space Time Unraveler.
Yeah, perfect SCR for a yellow deck because it gives you that removal that you don't normally have.
Right.
I do have a question though. So I noticed you're not playing a Galactic Buster engine, which I think is very, very interesting. So is it like a space reason, or you just don't think it's worth it in the deck?
So for me, it's mostly a space reason, just because you're playing a lot of 4-ups of like the Bojacks itself, the Galactic Disruptor, the 4 8-drop, the 4. It's just a lot of 4s and limited space.
Right.
You could play the Galactic Buster. However, you need to play more blue engines into it, and I feel like it's okay when I was playtesting it. I feel like the yellow one does a lot more better. It helps me. It goes through the deck by turn. Let's say at turn 4, I'm already at like 20 cards in deck.
Okay.
Or less than that. So that's how I see it so far.
All right, very cool. All right, you got the side deck for us?
Yeah. Just give me 1 second. It's right here. So my side deck is 3 Vegetas, Union of Fury. Helps me against those aggro matchups. Very doesn't know what it does. Activate main once per turn. I can tap down a unison or a battle card, and it will gain 1 marker. -1, they cannot attack with battle cards greater than their energy. And -3 is that he will gain 5,000 power, double strike, and dual attack. The reason why I play him is just because I can combo battle cards in rest modes. So I'm just like, alright, rest this. If you attack it, that's fine. You don't target my unison, etc. like that. And since I have protection over battle cards higher than their energy, I don't have to worry about that too.
Right.
For the Boros, what was it? The Boros Ritual of Hands.
Yeah, just help against the hand control, of course.
Yeah, like without it, it's okay. Like as long as you just constantly keep on drawing, you'll do fine by turn 4 if they don't dwindle you down too hard. But this just makes sure that I can guarantee that win. What he does is that if he was discarded, I will pay 1 and draw 2.
Right.
Just for people that don't know. We play 2 Clash of the Masked Warriors because I am too scared of King Cold and he can do so much against me and that it's not even funny.
Interesting. Okay.
I just don't like that unison attacking me and doing a triple strike when I negate. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't do that. I need to slow down that play. And if you go all out in that attack, all right, cool, I would. You know.
So is King Cold a bit of a rough matchup for you?
It's just more of like they can control my board. Actually, yes. It is pretty rough because if they control my board pretty well, then I got no way to win after that. It's just me trying to beat them down.
Gotcha.
2 max power Kamehameha. Love this card. I side it mostly in every matchup. Just if I know you play a big bomb card, I'll be like, all right, you play a big bomb after I do my big Boujack, and be like, all right, cool. Max power. You have no big plays after that. I am set.
Yeah, excellent piece of removal.
Yes, sir. And people that doesn't know about it, what it does is that it's a negate, but if you remove 4 from your drop area, you can put this back in your hand. And he has to activate main where it'd be like, you pay 1, you target a battle card that's higher than their energy, and warp it. So, just in case anybody needs some spot removals, this is a good answer. We play Kosukai, Mechanical Courage, just to against blue matchups, just in case if I decide to start swinging, helps me fit in my hand, and if they play the 4-drop Boujack, they have to get rid of cards.
Mm-hmm.
What that one, and what I think I explained it properly.
Yeah.
But other than that, Jiren, Survival of the Fittest, against obviously also against blue. Help. What he does is that when he comes into play, they can't put cards back into my deck. So mostly Android 17 helps Boujack as well if you're trying to rush them down early game, depending on the matchup, right?
Yep.
Then we have 2 Crisis Core Sun Gokus. What it does is that if your opponent has a battle card and I don't, I play him for 1. Then as long as he's on the field, he has a permanent that your opponent cannot attack with 1 drop. If you have an activate main, is that I can KO 1 of your 1 drops after that. So this is mostly for a Black Mass Sand. That 1 drop card can hurt the deck pretty well. So I was like, all right, cool, time to side these in and start blowing those 1 drops up.
Awesome, man. I really appreciate the in-depth explanations for the stuff. I think the viewers will appreciate it as well. Any shout outs you want to throw out there?
For sure. Shout out to the Hermit Style. They're the one that got me continue playing this game when I moved to Michigan. Great group, guys. So if y'all want to join them as well. Crossworld as well. They're also pretty cool people. Joey, you especially.
Thank you very much.
People in Chicago, you guys know who you are. Team WoW helps me get a little better at this game. And that's mostly it.
Awesome, man. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.
For sure. Take care.